Hi there, Bedtime Book Club friends. How are you? My name is Miss Heather, and I work at the Children's Museum of Green Bay. We are a bedtime book club because you, out there, you watching, you pick all of the books that we read each and every week. Now, we've been doing this for about 3 years now. Can you believe that already? And I can tell you that tonight's story, picked by my sweet friend, has never been read on Bedtime Book Club before. So I'm so excited to share this with you. This was a book that I loved when I was a little girl, and I'm sure that some of your grown-ups probably did too, and I hope you love it as much as we all did. Before we get started tonight, I want to share with you something. Can you turn your listening ears on for me? Are they on? Oh, good job. I want to let you know that I think that you are an amazing human. I think you are smart. I think you are kind. I think you're important. I think you matter. Yeah, all of those good things. I'm so proud of you. And I want you to just be you. Promise? Because I like you just the way you are. Sure do. And the world only has one of you. So be you. Okay? Deal? Deal. Will you sing with me before we get started? If you're ready to read the story, clap your hands. If you're ready to read the story, clap your hands. If you're ready to read the story, then you'll really want to hurry. If you're ready to read the story, clap your hands. If you're ready to read the story, please sit down. If you're ready to read the story, please sit down. If you're ready to read the story, then you'll really want to hurry. If you're ready to read the story, please sit down. Excellent job singing. Thank you for singing with me. Tonight's story is called Corduroy, and it's about a sweet little bear who lives in a store. And it's written by Don Freeman, and our publisher is Weekly Reader Books. So we want to thank them for allowing us to share this with you. And if you love it as much as we do, and I know you will, please consider adding it to your library. Oh, my stars! Did you hear that? What animal makes that noise? A cat does. I have someone I would like to introduce you to. Some of you know him already. This is my black cat, Mr. Oliver. He moved in with me 20 years ago. And he is just the sweetest friend, and he loves story time as much as you all do. So if you hear him or see his tail, that's who that is. Again, he loves story time. Thank you for allowing me to share my friend with you. All right, Oliver, are you ready? Are you ready out there? Okay. Corduroy. Corduroy is a bear who once lived in the toy department of a big store. Day after day, he waited with all the other animals and dolls for somebody to come along and take him home. No cats in there, though. What do we have? Giraffe, a doll, what's this one? Bunny rabbit, and a clown. Very good. And that, of course, is Corduroy. Yeah. The toy store was always filled with shoppers buying all sorts of things, but no one ever seemed to want a small bear in green overalls. Then, one morning, a little girl stopped and looked straight into Corduroy's bright eyes. Where are your eyes? Very good. Oh, Mommy, she said, look, there's the very best bear I've always wanted. Have you ever seen anything at a store that you've always wanted? This is how she feels about Corduroy. Not today, dear, her mother sighed. I've spent too much money already. Besides, he doesn't look new. He's lost the button on one of his shoulder straps. No, he's missing a button. Corduroy watched them sadly as they walked away. I didn't know I lost a button, he said to himself. Tonight, I'll go see if I can find it. Late that evening, when all the shoppers had gone and the doors were shut and locked, Corduroy climbed carefully down from his shelf, and he began searching everywhere on the floor for his lost button. Do you see it anywhere? Me neither. I couldn't find it either. Suddenly, he felt the floor moving under him. Quite by accident, he had stepped onto the escalator, and up he went. Could this be a mountain? He wondered. I think I've always wanted to climb a mountain. Have you ever seen an escalator? Where did you see it? At airports? He stepped off the escalator as it reached the next floor, and there, before his eyes, was the most amazing sight. Tables and chairs and lamps and sofas and rows of beds. This must be a palace, Corduroy guessed. I guess I've always wanted to live in a palace. Have you ever wanted to live in a palace? Me too. He wandered around, admiring all the furniture. This must be a bed, he said. I've always wanted to sleep in a bed. And he crawled up onto a large, thick mattress. All at once, he saw something small and something round. What shape is a button? It's round. Round like this. What shape is that? A circle! You're so smart. Why, here's my button, he cried, and he tried to pick it up. But like all the other buttons on the mattress, it was tied down tight. He yanked and he pulled with both paws until pop, off came the button. Off the mattress, Corduroy toppled. He fell down. Bang! Into a tall floor lamp. Over it fell with a crash. It's the cops. Corduroy didn't know it, but there was someone else awake in the store. The night watchman was going on his round on the floor above. When he heard the crash, he came dashing down the escalator. Now, who in the world did that? He exclaimed. Somebody must be hiding around here. It's Corduroy. His flashlight. He flashed his light, under and over the sofas and the beds until he came to the biggest bed of all. And there he saw two fuzzy brown ears sticking up from under the covers. Hello, he said. How did you get upstairs? The watchman tucked Corduroy under his arm and he carried him down the escalator. And he set him on the shelf in the toy department with the other animals and the dolls. The girl is back. Corduroy was just waking up when the first customers came into the store into the morning. And there, looking at him with a wide, warm smile, was the same little girl he'd seen only the day before. It's her. I'm Lisa, she said, and you're going to be my very own bear. Last night I counted what I've saved in my piggy bank, and my mother said I could bring you home. Do you have a penny bank at home? A piggy bank? Where you put your money? And save for special things? Me too.
Shall I put him in a box for you? The sales lady asked. Oh, no, thank you, Lisa answered, and she carried Corduroy home in her arms. And she ran all the way up 4 flights of stairs and into her family's apartment and straight to her room. Lisa is excited to have Corduroy at home. That's her bedroom. There's Lisa's bedroom. Corduroy blinked. Can you blink? Blinked. Yep. There was a chair and a chest of drawers, and alongside a girl-sized bed stood a little bed just right size for him. Is he getting his own bed? I hope so. The room was small, nothing like that enormous palace in the department store. This must be home, he said. I know I've always wanted a home. Lisa sat down with Corduroy on her lap and began to sew a button on his overalls. I like you just the way you are, she said, but you'll be more comfortable with your shoulder strap fastened. She's fixing his little button there. And I have a little button on my pajamas, and Oliver is chewing on it right now. You must be a friend, said Corduroy. I've always wanted a friend. Me too, said Lisa, and gave him a big hug. The end. I absolutely, positively love the story with all of my heart, and I love that you read it with me. It is so important, like we said before, to be you, because there's someone out there who is made just for you. Yeah, the best friends, and it's so important to be good friends to one another. Yeah, Corduroy and Lisa ended up being really good friends and taking care of each other, so we love that story. Thank you again for reading with me. My name is Miss Heather. I work at the Children's Museum of Green Bay, and we have all sorts of fun happening at the Children's Museum of Green Bay. You can follow us on Facebook. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Books with Miss Heather. And I go beyond the pages. I try to bring them to life, so you'll have to see what I did to bring Corduroy to life, as well as some fun projects to do with the books. So ask your grown-ups if you can do some of the projects. This week's project was pretty fun. It's a cardboard bear, and we like to recycle as well. So check that out. Check out our events. If you would like to read live with us, we do it every Wednesday morning at the museum at 9:30, and I'm there, and I would love to see your smiling little faces. Sure would. Okay, it's time for me to go, and it's time for you to go to bed. I know. Not really the most fun part of the day, but before you do, please make sure that you put your jammies on. Make sure you brush those beautiful teeth, because I love your smile. I sure do. So we'll want to make sure you brush your teeth. And please have the sweetest sleeps ever. I love you like crazy. I'm proud of you, and you matter. You sure do. Please join me again next week. We'll have another fun story for you. We'll keep reading books as long as you keep picking them. So if you have a suggestion, please go ahead and send us a message. We'd love to hear from you. I hope you have a great night. All right. Mwah! See you next time. Sweet sleeps.